our governors are handling matters of health completely with a lot of ignorance. But vese chitu kunyara kuchiroketie se chikogenda. Mariogo munabono ise kwenda kenyinya level 4 hospital seito, mariogo taiyo, vitanda mbio, chimbeba chirinya gitali everywhere. The hospital environment is so dirty to an extent nae utanyale ko admitted in that medical facility. That is the reason why negligence ya very iguru. You realize kero munyagitali atabugatia mariogo o prescribe rio burwaire tabugatia mariogo no muntu uyu agotebinga burwaire bwa unoba mariogo na yatakire na ruchinga tagunyara kwafodia mariogo ayo. What do you expect? To a great extent munyagitali to a level atebenga bononje. I've done my best to go diagnose burwaire bono tigo monta kolek aligia mariogo ayo irwali. That is what is killing most of our people. The county governments must come up to task by ensuring the best medication is in all hospitals in the country, which is not happening currently. Actually, KEMSA is another conduit of siphoning money. KEMSA officials are very corrupt. Eba kubuatana na governor, omo governor nyoli kecheki 100 million to KEMSA, 50 million ne chiokoragera between KEMSA officials and the governor. 50 million na chikoleta mariogo, and 50 million for over 200 health facilities in Kisii County is no money. We must be very honest to ourselves. We don't have oversight in our county governments. The reason why we don't have oversight in our county governments is because we choose the wrong senators. That's why and then I got the last time. I'm a very young person. I can go to the ground and check whether whatever that has been put in the county budget is implemented to the latter. And it has been done by young senators, by the way. So many of them. Go and see what Medu is doing in Nyandarua. He is not giving a governor any time to sleep because that is public money. So there is no medication in our hospitals. We can have a walk and ascertain whether we have medicine in those hospitals. They are not there.
Alright. Ngachiri mheshimiwa tupumzike kidogo tu kira tukwira na madukani mwanchomo tigiri na bako gendera kusangana itu SMS line 0706102102 kwenda sensemo ya Facebook live Radio Vuna 102.0 FM YouTube live Radio Vuna nyara kwa bako kutiga ujumbe ya gari rasima mbe ya bono egato gendera kusangana mheshimiwa Dennis Masenge kuseda Dr. Dennis Masenge okori kiroke po Senator County ya Kisii chindoke the first lady to baisa ko gendari.
Je, umekuwa ukisumbuliwa na magonjwa ya aina yoyote? Basi Daktari Babanyota anayetoka Sumbawanga nchini Tanzania amefika Kisii Town kwa ajili yako. Anatibu magonjwa kama prostate cancer, kuumwa na kichwa kila mara, kupata watoto ama kufungua tumbo la uzazi, kuongeza nguvu za kiume, kurudisha hisia za mapenzi, kutibu ugonjwa wa sukari, kutibu ugonjwa wa kifua, kutibu ugonjwa wa asma, kutibu ugonjwa wa kansa, kutibu uvimbe wowote mwilini na mwisho kutibu STIs. Kumbuka Daktari Babanyota anatibu kutumia dawa za kiasili zinazotolewa katika misitu ya Tanzania, bara India na Kongo. Tembea na kima cha shilingi 1500 ya kufanya uchunguzi wa ugonjwa wako na kuanzisha matibabu. Kwa taarifa zaidi, mpigie simu kupitia nambari ya simu 0702204748 au 0702204748. Daktari Babanyota, mtaalamu wa tiba ya kiasili kutoka Sumbawanga, amefika Kisii Town kwa ajili yako.
Nadia Hardware and Electricals neduke koni bintu bionsi ibiobwagachi, yani all construction materials buna chisimiti, chichuma, emesumari na binding wires, plumbing materials mbabuata chitangi, waste pipes and all fittings, electrical accessories njireo buna cables, bulbs, downlighters na consumer units, fencing materials mbabuata chipost, barbed wires na chinlings, as interior finishers, njireo paints, tiles, PVC ceilings, handles, locks na flash doors. Mbabwate boigo e machine yoko mix chirangi. Nadia Hardware and Electricals nigotogotoka Kijauri na Keroka. Asoro segerwa Kijauri asebale kobwata ni Keroka na Chebirate. Twakere simia sin number 0718 530 990. Main branch bono ya Igoirwe imeyomo chokeroka ansensemo yelibwago. Barabari ni nyagetale nene ya Keroka level 5. Ebare nene ya Keroka metamayua. Twakere simi 0715 553 775. Nadia Hardware and Electricals. Naora nyoli vinto bionsi vyobwagachi. Karibu sana.
Eduka ya Getembe Prime Distributors neduka yoboni asomu chubusongo ejego kondeli binto aserigoliria muguko tarele eduka ya Getembe Prime Distributors elinyo binto bikobwatia Galchit mabati maisha mabati chismiti chechingencho chonsi buna Rhino Simba na boigo bamburi chirangi cha Crown na Duracodes chitangi cha Roto Kentang na Top Tank boigo no nyore gypsum boards Terrazzo chichuma cha Kerengencho, MDF boards, tiles na boigo sanitary wares, una toilets na boigo sinks. Tarele duka ya Getembe Prime Distributors. Yigo toka mbarabara duka ya Safaricom. Ange na Shell Petrol Station. Elinyore bibionsi. Aserigori iliamuwuko. Asamange tuakere simia senamba 0717 603 030. Gose 07 90 904 844. Boigona bokotunyara gwetera 07 43 286 754. Getembe Prime Distributors enyorere binto asirigori lyamuguko.
Nadia Hardware and Electricals neduke koni binto bionsi vyobwagachi. Yani all construction materials buna chisimiti, chichuma, emesumari na binding wires, plumbing materials mbabwata chitangi, waste pipes and all fittings, electrical accessories njireo buna cables, bulbs, downlighters na consumer units, fencing materials mbabwata chipost, barbed wires na chinlings, as interior finishers, njireo paints, tiles, PVC ceilings, handles, locks na flash doors. Mbabwate boigo e machine yoko mix chirangi. Nadia Hardware and Electricals nigotogotoka Kijauri na Keroka. Asoro segerwa Kijauri asebale kobwata ni Keroka na Chebirate. Twakere simia sin number 0718 530 990. Main branch bono ya Igoirwe imeyomo chokeroka ansensemo yelibwago. Barabari ni nyagetale nene ya Keroka level 5. Ebare nene ya Keroka metamayua. Twakere simi 0715 553 775. Nadia Hardware and Electricals. Naora nyoli vinto bionsi vyobwagachi. Karibu sana.
Kero chategeri sano na isa to chioka chiragesa to chabo no mame tonyora mangana mayasinchira ere yoboy kerano ndoke the first lady moroberene mambengia to gosanganero mheshimiwa Dr. Dennis Masenge yokorege tumete daktari ete Masenge gari boge tutundana utokuli atorego sije kama ijene ko sawa yokorege kero kyo senator se county ya Kisii lakini mheshimiwa ngana nira bokero tutaragino mutemo ko gwa kwanire igoro gwatebirenga chi county chetu nchibwate oversight does it meaning siye oversight no senator buku gotegara koyekora?
No, actually oisikuligeri in a constitution ya ite nebwate ngonga separation of powers. Separation of powers ne linga we have 3 organs of government. 1 in judiciary, 2 is legislature, 3 is executive. A judiciary tupiwa liedi na mangana a law, enforcement of law. Kwarodi na kia machika ko bwatigu mangana judicial system. Legislature a major role of oversight executive on day-to-day operations. That is a replica at the national level is the same replica at the county level. In the county level, ndubwate two organs chiwenete gokora oversight. Number one is the senator. A senator, all senators in Kenya, the 47 senators, mbaye gwe kiti kiabo ya 50 million each ya mangana ya oversight. Bakwa per financial year. That's why we recruited oversight officers in all the sub-counties and the wards. The work of the oversight officers in the wards no kuligerelinga a project gete ya bege tu ward ye ya milioni isano ya koliru muna ya koretek ya takere okoro. O report tu omo senetanga enyange tu water project ya bege tuga egesimeki alemiru amacha apambigu abantu ngonyubara amache. That is one oversight nini ye county. The second one is the MCS. Despite them being given a mandate yoko make by laws in the county, another mandate by law no oversight executive. Executive, that is the governor and his entire county governance mechanisms. Kwanyoranga, for example, in Kisii County, completely a county assembly temanyitiko se eroli abon oversight. Actually, all MCS in Kisii County are sycophants. They have turned to be sycophants, except I see only 5 MCS who have stood with mwananchi since the inception of this county. Mheshimiwa Obale, Obasi Boitangale, has been statute, has been clear on oversight roles chiae. Mheshimiwa Posi Mairura, or Masimba Ward, has been very serious on oversight. Mheshimiwa Onde na ando very strict on oversight, na babali nominated akina Karen Magara and the rest. But most of the MCS, Mheshimiwa mna bagaka, Mheshimiwa muna embande musani onene babano chitekotama, they have always been sycophants be governor. They have been dancing and singing on the tune here governor. That dancing and singing on the tune here governor has made people of Kisii County lose millions. Chia stolen through the executive. No more senator no nyonka. You see, you cannot achieve oversight if MCS are not supporting you. The MCS should relay the feedback ya oversight directly to Omo Senator Nyeira, to the relevant committee, yes, Senate, yaba discuss the governor, or Angeligu, or answer to the queries, chiabalese that at county assembly level, no more senator, or chilesi from his oversight role at the grassroots. We have not seen that. Omo Senator go dance in oversight committee, I go chiali, a county assembly oversight, you pick completely, even those people in the opposition in the county assembly. Anything. We have not seen any form of oversight in the county government. That is why Omo Governor annually chukumi yoko kora kende yons. Muna wano tigambo oli abantu aminto. Alima genji seite vira kitambia cho for 3 days. E para via enkole ekolunya gancha egende mpaka geteni. Enaroche via kole toni 3 kilometers. Omo Governor gashoke vira kitabine vire site bikole moni 3 kilometers. Akamanya gojeni chitiba 10. Etibe ichi chikagenda alia somoro muko yuali alibongera igoro chigasomba moro mulimo iga ikabekirwa yomo ikanda ikomura those 3 kilometers bakati abale mire para bagaka chibicha.
What are you saying, Mheshimiwa? Because you have twarire chibicha twarire same say mangana maya governor kagote banga is working day and night kwendeke korange bira gitebia chango korabire miremo na ndetata it waste time.
Why is it that they are working at night and no daytime? That is just pure public relations. Inke vira kite bitagole mera mugaso igore sabantu baligireti. Ngabono imuka vira kitago chikolonchi butuko nkikiale nge mugasa tale nkoendo chikolonchi vira kite. Mheshimiwa Simbarati must be up to task. Aba nanchi ba Kisii barosire nebintu bikunga public relations gimmicks. Abata itekororega asige gokorwa. We want to see work. So that is our money.
You see,
the 14 billion that comes from exchequer to Kisii County is purely meant for the people of Kisii County because we pay tax. We want to see how the 14 billion is being utilized to a single penny. Tigato tige public relations. Ma de vira kitebio mo sikongwa enago retene chitiba. To enda mote mumu ali somoro muko yekera kitankere kia veliro for the last 7 years. Aba nainchi ba irire mpaka magoronke bwatikende. Number plate ye county yokero. Ebira kitabinde biribira ira ali public works. Ebira kitebi byo Mheshimiwa Simba na ande na roche ne type gete ko selling one word biribigo cha goku within 6 months. County te konyara ko manage those ebira kitabidi. In essence, ebira kitabita kire county yegole lease out to contractors bagenda kokolere gas. Ekyo Mheshimiwa ngwa ya temete ke gasinya. Simbo golire yes 15 of them. we are here nyasaye natoetobo moyo no uchundangiriga after 6 months yomboli ngambire ngabigendete gukore gasi onye chi ambulance umushimua arati anyoreta ari 15 of them isato chioka chigokore gasi echinde chons bitweli fuchibekira magena igoro kane bira kitabire very expensive. We must be real people. We must stop gimmicks in governance. Tomanya we achieve whatever we want.
Mashima karavekire break gavutaranyira mangana magia senchera ere yoboikira no manchama matigire chide kaibire chategaire tonyera mangana magia senchera yoboikira no isato chiabo no mambe morobere ne mambingi ya mia radio Vuna 102.0 FM na boko sangana to SMS line 0706102102 kanda sensemo ya Facebook kanda sensemo ya YouTube tuko live togendere to kusangana mheshimiwa Dr. Dennis Masenge kulige kirokyo bo senator se county ya Kisii togendere to kuligiria siasa chiagose ndoke the first lady togendare
FM
102.0
Radio Toronto.
Minero.
Radio Vuna 102.0 FM mangana magia senchiriri yoboy kiranu nakoletwa asuri ni nyagitari ya HK International Medical Center.
Omugusio minto kwa manyirenga enyagitari ya HK International Medical Center no ere asumu chubo sonko nainde numa yetenga ni gekorenga omubiri omugima nakorwo bugwenia bwa maruire buna arthritis asthma chiaraji stomach ulcers pressure infertility yechinchira chionsi low libido in men amaruire yabana amaiso goikamaino na yanda mange bono kwa manyire eye HK International Medical Center Busongo
igonge kera wa ikirega igo muchu Busongo gotwakire nambe yure 07 17 nande 17 63 83
HK International Medical Center, your health is your wealth. Aya namangana maya asenjera yuwekiranu kurwa chinkongo inyichense imeya Radio Vuna.
Baboli gosemi abana babo chenjera chindonge na nemono kubakinika moika bunenchire moyo kubabeka ase chenjera chindonge cyo gukina. Oyo kabiro mwanziri bwechi semi hasa matuka maega Fred Okengo Matiangi niga machire serikali ya Kenya Kwanza na nemono nchirege ndete ko gendi morobeli moyibo masomo CBE. Oyo kabire omokwanyi bo maraibu enseri gadigashagwa nigo ane kiribuna nale tayare hase kona chakonde gwensi koraji kurwego litu kulia lero higoro yekene kibwatara nitokurusiwa kwaye abisi buno mokwanyi bo maraibu ensi. Ayo mana yanda mango mwancho motekereri na kwaliganira kumanya senchirere yobo ikeranu chinse isato chabo no mambia erietari anenche gongoro kwa Geoffrey Ngongo chiteka cha minchirie nibere maega ye chinse isato chabo no mambia mangana magia senchirere yobo ikeranu igatie baraibe chikanisa nane mano be dini yegi Adventista kurwa se ensemeli yigeta seni ya Kenya gotoka ime yabo machoge chacha se county ya Kisii nigo baruro kobolia gochasa Bible kwane kubunango egeli barabana babo chimbwa chire chindonge na nemono kobakinia ase chimbwa chire chingia na nemona senchere me kobakineke moika ukwana asense moibencho sengera bosotia sebunge yabo machoge chacha se county ya Kisii igatie barayabwe nigo bamachire bikole byoko yegweche sukuru byarekane komente kana soro gongoro gusina Kenya yonsi chinga kibono bagani wizara echisemi amone serikali koimukera igoro elikoligelia na koligelia chibu igoro yuko koro mochando yogendete kole mali bokali bwe sekteyo
Samari tankuru kwa Wycliffe Mogusu chomora yo Kenya Station director yabasaya na aba barasti skuru moro chekegendeta sense yetu ya Kenya ogosamba we skuru kwa beiro konge kolenda aso kumera nuko ase chi social Sunday ase okumera na ase kanisa ngunya gosegetana tule twamani kinekebe abana baitu bachira stinka bayiboli baito tiga mobaorokereri buya elinde bamanye nkike bwenete okwa asugusamba taliero solution
tangoro Pastor John Ombasa nabo igo tukubasegeta abaibori elinde tunyara ko batogotebya abana baitekene kegere gento keroro abaibori tobisete mono nase gotebya abana baitekene anne mono ekero bara monaintwe tukunyara ko tukubabisa
eta nkoro kwa Steven Nyabuto omorai bwabasaya arire kisukuru kinyinge chikoya ekinde chikonyara ko babana bakwigorera bakogendaka bone gento ndasabe kurwa asaba ibori nabego amone serikali ebukuni goteba nga orokererio mwana ogukaro moke ekerara akine aitanyira kubukonyeba
oyo kabere omo waziri wechisemi haiga Kenya na indoromo wa sebono oromo konyibu mrewe kama gia Jubilee Fred Okengo Matiang'i omochiri mrewe nsi ya Kenya Moscow William Ruto hamo na serikali ya yaso gutaikerania kirikikaniria somorobelio moye wechisemi CBE hasekelia tabirubna wizara iyo eganite omurike botambo iyo bukokole mirimo bwikirano obwenete kurigereria bwikirane nchira omorobelio iyo CBE okole mirimo asizukuru ukwana ime makutana ase kaunti ya Meru abuyigoro asomosangerekano ge siasa Matiang'i oyolengamo nabaraibande kurwa sensemo yokomere serikali nigatabire buno mutumikio wechibesa se wizara yechisemi negatie bintu bigendrete koirera obukoleribwe kwizara iyo kwenda kolemara nonye nabo nigo Matiang'i atabire buna ogotagwoto kwa wechibesa cha capitation asebero bibwenete negatie bintu bigendrete koirera omorobelio yo moyebwa masomo CBE hotari okolemere mu bwikirano tinga kinonye nabo agenda ire ko ne serikali kori gichinchire chinonge cyo gukora chinkwana chirengete gokonya sector iyo.
Stop wastage, put money in the schools so that school principals have money so that they can run the schools. They can't run the schools on Friday. They need money. The capitation man should go to schools. That is a straightforward matter. Number two, I would tell the president, appoint a principal secretary in charge of curriculum reform and transition, because that is a special thing we are now implementing CPC.
Employees in government and outside government, sahi mshahara yao ni nusu, ile ingine yote inaenda kwa hii mambo inaitwa taxes. Almost half of our salary of an employee, ni kama tumekuwa slaves wa serikali.
Radio Vuna, station ya chirangu mamono. Radio Vuna, abarari babatobo manyi mono. Radio Vuna, abarari babatobo manyi mono. Radio Vuna, Radio Vuna, 102.0 FM.
Amaene yogendete gotegera Radio Vuna 102.0 FM humanyigwe bina gwateka kurwa chingongo nyechense. Umurai w'ikema kiwipa Steven Kalonzo Musyoka nigo hanganirie serikali koimokerera igoro na kuringoria bwikirano higati y'ekisukuru kyonsi kyechi boarding kiraiga Kenya na kwene kibuna borokigwa komenya bare ase aragayana nemono babwato bulindi bwaisaine ukwane mya Nairobi abuyigoro ase mosangerekano le tama babwatani w'ikema kiwipa mosangerekano olenge bugochakibwa wechinchera chokwerigeria kubwate se wetera senjera ya mitandao nonye nabo niko Kalonzo agane serikali gochakia omorobeli bokorwa basemia gochasabora kwa bonse barase chisukuru chonsi aiga Kenya eliko bakonya kurwaniga time chando bagwetera aso mubwo botambe na nemana chinga kibarase chisukuru.
A mandatory national safety and audit of every boarding school dormitory in Kenya, accompanied by enforceable deadlines and criminal liability for non-compliance. Secondly, a fully funded national school mental health program. These incidents are not only about physical infrastructure, they are also about emotional well-being. Students are raising concerns about living conditions, about food quality, about mental health pressures. I repeat, mental health pressures, inadequate resolution, conflict or grievance resolution mechanisms, an environment where they often feel unheard. Yet, the response has remained largely reactive.
Omoraiwe kiama ya DCP Rigathi Gachagua niga tabiruna nale tayale asoko na jakonde gwensi kora kole kaneli tukuli lero chinga kiabana chibi na batatu barachi gotegerera okonacha na usabara chiko tegera na kuru okonacha igoro yeki na kibwataneti igoro yokurusigo kwa yabisi buno mokonyi bumurai bwense ukona bwigoro chinga kije achia au kolerwa masabo bene ase kanisa ya BCEA Rutero imya Nairobi ni gogashagwa aganire babwatani baye ko babatoera ruchinga kikona chokora chikorwegwa ase keria tabiru na leta yale ase kendi yonse kira chokolekana litukolia lero.
And we are ready for whatever outcome. If the three judges rule that we were treated unfairly and against the law and the Constitution and lift the impeachment and let us be, we shall be grateful to God and we shall be very grateful that there is a justice system in Kenya that works. If the ruling goes the other way, it is still okay. We'll still have an opportunity to go to the Court of Appeal and follow the legal remedies that has been provided by the Constitution. Ukikasirika, unyamaze, uimbe. Just sing. And I ask my supporters to suppress their anger because we are peaceful people and we believe in doing things peacefully. They'll have an opportunity on the 10th of August to express their anger at the ballot box.
Chite kachabuto kerenki anda maiga hechinze zato chabo no mambia buno ngobutora mangana maya senchirere yoboi keranu entunde ga chinze sato chinse nyeni nchikora naga komanya yamana anda manga senchirere yo wenge chegongoro kwa Geoffrey Ngongo tosukare ke kerebusyo ngoro nandega komanya nali atekikora sebitibe ito.
Uyonoro mweli obwa mangana maya asenchira yoboi keranu.
Vuna FM. Vuna Vuna FM. Vuna Vuna FM. Ase bibia. Vuna FM. Asamatera mayai. 102.0. Asambaranga mayai. To sese niwe kerengaki. Abararia baya. Novo semyo bujana mangana maya. 102.0
Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It had to be. He's at it again in a Merseyside derby this time. That is quite something. The boy's a star. One glorious, glorious goal.
Aya na mga na mayanji chikosoli na kolentua sore na Radio Vuna.
Semeri kwa nego gendete biano spia sobre to mancho motegarali Radio Vuna 102.0 FM na nebiro bine bian kwali na semese ite chikosoli te mayibuna tekri kura sebiti a onche konguru kwa Geoffrey Ngongo. Finali ya robere kwa kole kanali tukolia lero yebunge ya nyali bari chacha se hebe chigosori chumopira wenko ya sema chiskuru che secondary se tamia kabere niko nende asuki kubosio ayenko bwetekana na oboteneri botenetenko yo a se ebunge yo ya nyali bari chache annemono a sama merene chiskuru che secondary abugenkyo nige finali ya robere kwa kole kanali tukole juma segeti sukuru ya bamura ya Kisii kolendo kubwateka nembure nyinge nigo hekemenegi sugeti kubasyo senonye nabwikagere ko soliwa heike iganyuma getara ruri bagocha sebimino bia ebirengo bya county kokolekana gochakire ikigocha na yalingete nenkoyo ye chisuku che secondary hanemana setamu ya kabere nigobone klabu ikia basubati ya Shabana Starlets ikia radito kwa banyangongo oba ase League National Super League mega yokobwa ase playoff nane mono yare ko sori wa buigoro ime afra ime Nakuru mega yokobwa chi penalty mega yitimu echiwanchana makali nige timu yo ya Shabana Starlets yabwete kemeneka sejera chi penalty mega yowanchana moni timeri ya Mathare United Women ase kemeno bagosariti ya buigoro igento kerete kemene kwenda century chi penalty korende timu yo ya Shabana Starlets kabwa century chi penalty nane mono korari ko abanyangongo obechinse emotions chinga ke timu yo ya bwete ase ekemenege je penalty mega yetimu igwanchana makali yogotanyonsani ase hebiro bya butamba ase kemene kende ke gosaliti wetimu eri ya osase kemene kende ke gosaliti wa bugenkyo nyime kemenege timu eri ya Shabana Starlets amone timu eri ya Mathare United Women taragosaliwa ni kemeno keri tanganikia Elimoit Redis yanyorteri bagali yokore na seligane abasobati haiga Kenya maiga yoko yengere timu eri ya Kuruma ya Queens Olivera Senoti ase kemene kyo kyarenge egia okorigiri bagaso gosa seliganense ya Kenya asengo ya bana basobati kemene ke kosaliwa segeti ya Fra Stadium ime Nakuru abu igoro maragoba chigoli kura sege kosekeri kia Elimoit Ladies niko chanya stomo no musubati Sylvia Kapera na Noel Aruko habene gatebuna ngoye toma bale timu ya seliganense ya Kenya haiga Kenya somo piro yuwenko ya basubati kobekensemo hayalingetenenko yo yabasubate ga Kenya komolikera yalingetenko yabasacha nane mona Liga National Super League bone club gerikia Migori Youth kiatiri goja Liga nense ya Kenya ya Sport Pesa Premier League mega timu yo ogwe nyolra libaga lironge ase obonyango bwe ligue ya kabera ga Kenya club ya bwigoro bene ni okyabugo obonyango bwe ligue yo ya kabera ga Kenya chinga kiasangerete pointe meronge tani tato ikira buigoro maiga ye timu yo konyoro bwigwe chigoli berase masegete kya wendo Green Stadium chinga kibare komnyakana mone timu ya Ikwete panga seke meno ke ligue ya kabera iga Kenya timu ibono nigo yaso etebena se ligue nense ya Kenya chinga kira chikoli gichinjera chinonge chigo chokoli bya semino bire bosibwabo se ligue yo ya National Super League maiga ye timu igotwara season erengia se ligue ya kabera ime yense ya Kenya ya National Super League sebi minno vya gosaleti wa buigoro ase Liga National Super League kemeno kende kia gwada tensenga mone timu ya Viga United yanchante makalia konyonsane golia masema mone timu ya Luanda Villa chinga ki hetimu ya Migori Youth ya yengerete timu ya Ikwete pangi chigoli berase mo timu ya Kabate Youth nigo ya yengerete timu ya Naivas chigoli berase mo chinga ki timu ya Kibera Black Stars yengerete mone timu ya MCF chigoli berase mo darajani gogo ke yengerete timu ya Kisumu All Stars chigoli berase mo chinga ki timu ya Fojin Sako ya yikulite timu ya Gucha Stars golea masebusa chinga timu ya Mombasa United bwego yanyorto bwego golea masenoti chinga kibare kumyakana timu ya Nzoia Sugar FC Talanta ekayoche timu ya Nairobi City Stars golisana semo chinga timu ya Nzoia United ya nchanta makaliyo kotanyonsania mone timu ya Mofa na timu ya Mwatate United amone timu ya 3K FC keminekyo boigo nigo kirete makali iyo tanyonsania sebimina no usase liga nense ya Kenya na mono eli ya Sport Pesa Premier League klabu kerikia Gor Mahia bono ni gokia inyoreta shilingi milioni 10 kurwa somare bwense ya Kenya Moscow ila Ruto oyugwa tekete bese jimega ya klabu ekyo konyora obunyangongo bwe liga nense ya Kenya ligi eli ya Sport Pesa Premier League mare bwense ni gakete klabu ekyo Gor Mahia milioni 10 buneke ewa menga yoko bole bunyango bwe season yo mwaka bwe chiruwe na 25 mwaka bwe chiruwe na 25 nemo chinga ketimu yeye timu baro bwe bikombe byabo bwe ya Liga nense ya Kenya ike 22 igoro yo baro bwe chibese chiuni gumare bwense boigo mendete hege kosige timu yo ya Gor Mahia shilingi chiribu mie ya mokero mogosore na boigo hobotenelia sege kosekyo chinga kumare bwense baliganetie abanyangonga bwe Liga nense ya Kenya ase nyomba yo bara ya State House abwigoro maragoba nakobwatokera ebyegwe byo timu ya mupira bwenko yense ya Kenya ya Harambee Stars nigo ya yo charete timu yense ya Lesotho ase kemino ya kebosani yo kwirorana chigolinya seno tichinga kibare komnyakania mone timu iyo nigo ya Harambee Stars ekora unero mwegeri Ben Makati sekemeno ya gosareti kwa bui gorime Pretoria South Africa nigo ya nyonseti we gosia konyete konyonsi kwa mosere Mohamed Barjaber na baigo mogosari Lawrence Umokota abukero mogosari banyonsi jugo libere chinga kitimiense ya Kenya yorogeti ngo yeberengo beigoro hasia yo cherete time ya Lesotho ya lenga bagosari komigeti hase kemene kere kosari kwa buigoro kemene kengo kerengete kutumeka bunenchere mo yogweteri basuwa mameranio ya AFCON. Sensema ya beti mwenye mpira bwenko yense ya Kenya ya Harambee Starlets yere abasabate koronero mosabate belene odemba chinga kebigete kambi mense ya Zambia sama merene chinsenye nigo yengeretwe chi penalty inye ase isato ase kemeno bagosaletia moisonde itukule Jumamosi ase mameranio ya chinsenye imense ya Zambia etimiense ya Kenya nigo yarwete mege kabetererie kemine kwenda senchere chi penalty korende nigo gosemeri kwabo kwenda sentunda yende kwa butoretuwe hamone timiense ya Zambia yaba ingereta senchere chi penalty mbone timiense ya Kenya nigeraji goswageti ya bwankyo kominyokania hamone timiense ya Zimbabwe ase kemeno kende ya kabere yoko minyokania gosasomo ase kemeno kende ya kabere ase okoligia libagali ya gatatu ase kemene kitimiense ya Kenya nikigenda tukutumeke mene bigwetelia boikeranu bose bwa mameranio ya AFCON. Na korume yalira liabolaya ekemino negati timiense ya Denmark amone timiense ya Ukraine okebeterete goterena buigoro maiga yomogosari Christian Eriksen kogunsa sentunda ya kabira sogima bwebo kogosori enkoyo maiga yokobwatua no mochando bwenkora segetia sekemine ya kabosani kare kogosori bwa buigoro kemine kene ogiateneta sete kemeronge tano monaisano chinga ketimiense ya Denmark yare kora bene chigolibera se mo kolende kobwatekana no boteneri bwenko yemense ya Denmark ni kogwararete buno mogosari Christian Eriksen ni gara chinjira cha chindongena ni gagendete kolingoliwa enentunda ya kabira mogosori ya gwakanse elio mwelio ni gagetensa sega kombe ke World Cup yo mwaka bwechiri bube na meronge bere na ibere chinga kyo mogosori yo agetense ase kemeno kyale kogosori wa chinga ketimiense ya Denmark kyale kumnyakana mune timiense ya Croatia sikolende omogosori yo acha dakara na chinjira cha chiobui osase chijaja ko solia saje temega yaye maiga yoko sokura se klabu kiri Inter Milan acha daga so se klabu kia Manchester United mono mogosori yo konya ko so klabu kia Manchester United wono niko akageranda kegochigo ikyo mweli sabalia yoko osori enkoyo chinga kinonye nabo agendete kolingoli wa boikeranu amo na banyagita. Nara ikura semesete chosera sebire biga tomena ne chinse isano nenu sunko manyaya monanda mange chegongoro kwa Geoffrey Ngongo na koganira botegali borobia.
Beautiful, beautiful. Something close to genius. He's turned the tie around all by himself.
Oyo noro mwelio bomangana majia yechigosori kwa Radio Vuna.
Rocky Driving School na koranyora masomo yo bogende chigari gochakra class A2, A3, B1, B2 light vehicle automatic, B3 professional, C1 light trucks, CE a heavy trucks, D1 ye chigari chia PSV chokubugulia banto 14, D2 na D3 ye chibasi. Boigo bavata masomo ye keraskia F asabanto balino balema ne chikosi chinke buna PCD, P Executive, Basic Mechanics, Basic First Aid, ne chinde chinyinge. Rocky Driving School, evanchiri na NTSA, kurobo koribu masoma maya keralitoko. Imeyomu chubo songo, batarira samagacha Market Plaza, Nyakoe, Kyoge Junction, Ogembo, Banyole chimite mieyemo, kurwe bara ya Mosura, Nyamire bara samagacho, Amanga, Sama Petrol Station, na Kilgoris Town, Mbaleo, Inyora, Mbawate ofa ase wali bakolire Form 4. Wakirisi miasin number 0723 803 503 0723 803 503. Rocky Driving School. Safe driving is our top priority. Rocky.
Otakorete chenke ito ebichuchu bya itaiga.
Mugaka tiganda nyara nyomba.
Ay umongina damano mugaka biri kunyangiye kemokoro kebichuchu ngiye kata birekera ngiye ebinga imwaruse.
Na rero ebichuchu ngwegwiro bosi bwetinga.
Na kitogo korarende.
Binyuke no ke munyore bichuchu ibiya. Bono.
Abarimi ba Kisii, Nyamira, Migori, Homa Bay, Kisumu, Bomet na Narok. Habari njema. Eduka ya Enokem Agrovet Limited na ukubiku kwigena kwao asobole minetugo yao. Nkuru barobokorera Buna supply of animal feeds. Nkonya bara moyo ne chimbusuru chebituma cyo gosimeka. Obutu bw'ekingeni artificial insemination services. Ebichuchu by'erituko over the counter extension, insecticides, herbicides, na fungicides, farm equipments and tools, vaccines and hormones, livestock antibiotics and vitamins, after cell distribution deliveries, amonobo koreri bondo bonge. Asechi ofa chimbo unerigo dirigo ikereka, Enokem Agrovet Limited, dichiburi ya osobu ya gwebimeri netugo yao. Tonyoro mochiobo songo, angena Market Plaza, gose mbarabare na Shell Petrol Station, boigo orosagia ndoreo jogo, angena Jogo Primary School. Naboko bakere simiase namba 0701819312 gose 0113388513 oboigo naboko bakera 0740186688 gose 0701817458.
Radio Vuna.
Radio Vuna.
Minto mwenye gutinge. Litukulirya nchirarire. Likwayirira. Likuminyoka. Umutinyo gatano na gatatu umwaka yo 2026. Igitulike basacha. Men's Conference.
Ile ajenu musacha. Twakwareganire oje tusangamo asomuriko bene o Men's Conference. Aseturanyole libagali okwanera amakongu tugwetera buna basacha okwagachana chinkoro konyora obosemya bwa bene kurwa asabamanye nabo igo konyora esegeto yobogima eline libagali ogwesomya kobweni gwake birengerelyo kokina kemoikana bo okwagachwa buna omusacha bwekene ebesajo kwelikya nechishiringi chimisano choka akana gwetera epepi number 552800 account number nigere 103 enekirieta Radio Vuna tubaisa ko saliba keli ngencho lyogo chencha obogima bwaho
umutinyo gatano na gatatu umwaka yo 2026
erike mapema Radio Vuna tosese niwekera engake.
All right. Emerongevere na isano chidahe koma nchomo tegere cheminchiri chinsanisa to chiabona mambe kwa nyorira mangana majasinchira eriyo boekerano karibu sana nenda somoro bere bwe mambiengi ya entunda ya itene yo mwari kabisa karatogende to kusangana mheshimiwa Dr. Dennis Masenge yokore kirokibo senator se county ya Kisii ntendoke the first lady ngonyogote kwenda sensemo ya Facebook no tere live asema mbia bone gari Radio Vuna 102.0 FM genda sensemo ya YouTube Radio Vuna 102.0 FM nyore mirubiri yeto nyora kabisa chinkwa na chima mbia boni gechonsi no chire gabo ase enchira ya bene SMS line 706-102-102 kirogo kwa na naito asema mbe ya bono ega mheshimiwa. In fact tware so ko murekera kidogo siasa chi county ya Kisii ose kuligirira siasa na gotebenga kuruto chaka konyora chi county kurwa 2010 new constitution oni gatwatwarira baraye babiri mugavana nuyu kabiri nekiora kwanira burayi kurwa semo governor gwikira boni gatori bwate mu governor Paul
ndige tangani gotebeke manenke linga umuske James Elvis Omalibongwae na aligeti kolete county ya Kisii ko baraively. I don't know anything encho konya serving in public service for a long time utwale a lot of experience on how to run a government. I've seen a very serious difference or a very big difference between oburai bwe mheshimiwa honorable Elvis Omalibongwae no burai bwe mheshimiwa Musani one mheshimiwa Simbarati. There's a very big difference between the two. Because one, usikolile economy ito ya Kisii when mheshimiwa Ongwae alengobo governor was thriving to the extent that the Central Bank of Kenya got deciding a mini central bank in Kisii, because we were generating a lot of money within our economy within Kisii. We had so many people were doing a lot of investment within the county. But currently, even the businesses here established by then are seriously struggling to exist. That tells you there is something going wrong somewhere. You see, the reason why devolution here related to is to empower the local people in terms of generating income. Abantu abanyo chibesa koboko bakole biashara ba exchange ba empower themselves economically. Ngora esingisa nanstekero mheshimiwa Simbarati akora atebanga na asiekire chipa pibosongo abantu bakanyura marubosongo nini. Some reckless statements yakora kwana nkoligereria san economist korwe sengisa nanstemba nkumingo montoyo namanye tobogambininki. You see, one, I want to differ no mheshimiwa Simbarati in principle. Number one, amangana yo kugolebira gite county ero sechipara is completely is something that we should not even allow, because when a county te ko ero sechipara, it means it has killed all the contractors the county. Those contractors are the businessmen who are invested in construction industry. Their work is to offer services to construction to the county. When you want to do away with all these contractors, where are these people going?
So does it mean contractors
there is no any contractor I quarreled for the last 2 financial years Kisii County tangaso. Roads have not been advertised. Give me an advert, a county government tangasid contractors batende for building roads. Ekeroko eremera chipara means a county government will shelve every coin within itself. Serikali eko eroseli chibesa within itself, meaning this money is not flowing to mwananchi. And the first reason why we had devolution is to empower the people at the grassroots. So the idea yoko eremera chipara is completely unwarranted, is a very bad idea which will not empower our people at a local level. Masengerero mbe contractor nge uchipara iberendembe ngotenalika nyangoli umonginali talk. Ebesa na tigro ngende gosina ne hoteli ya sekretari ndagere na tigre besa yendo ekere county ko eremera besa na kigo circulate. It is not circulating, and when there is no money circulation in the economy is dying. That is the reason and the sense Mheshimiwa Simbarati should have in his mind, that there is no way or a growth the economy of Kisii on your county getete go ekorerega siero yoka. Secondly, ekwamboli swalirigia sana. What is the difference between Oboraibungwa and Oboraibwa Simba? Oboraibungwa staff were empowered. We could see staff were empowered, were economically empowered, they could move up and down, we got the resources, but very ready to colleagues. But in this regime, do you know staff we county Barakanu Chipestia Moshara last month? And these are people who are staying in people's houses here in town, Patakireva Kane, Chirandro rent, Chirandro each some tax. What does that tell you? When you have not paid staff for the last 1 month, Motienyo Yonko Irole, Mbakanu, Omoshimua Aratina or 80 Shiatanga, the earliest Varalisivo Moshano Motienyo Nan. You treat people, Vale employees bao, Otake Tepakore service delivery to the people, Bakolega Singia, Quabalino Moshale Metini Ene. Do you expect this person to be moralized, Kokolegas? Honestly speaking, between Wakana and Moshara and Kokolevita, which was a priority? We don't have priorities in our county government. That's the reason why our county government completely is in its knees. Leroiga, a staff here county takoba epoch obogoli roni in any bank. Akoboli, where do you work? Eva and Tobe Ngibako Yungan Kisii county government over the Inga Koratika Manganayo. That is the agony and the state of affairs of Kisii county employees. And this is very open, and we must say it loud and clear. We have really messed our county to a greater extent that if we want to rejuvenate it, it will take a lot of time to rejuvenate.
Actually, what is the main thing that affected Tomogusiboni with Sekulili? Omugusi changamoto remain nilia gwetera.
Changamoto enene omugusi umaite
na mono manyo Kisii County.
Egente ketangani. You see, into a little an opportunity to a ya Kenya, we can be able to rank our status of the economy within how it is. Actually, in many developing countries, South Korea, county governments semi-autonomous entities. Semi-autonomous entities nechi chikwende chiere chiaire power yo gukora igas na ko improve magima within the area of jurisdiction. Oise koligereri embura muno bonige go tu paranchi opi Kisii County. Instead impi ali eronga nkole matole chipara. Poti chiakera ne chia a county government. Egento kia kabere oise koligereri health na the worst the worst challenge go face ya Kenya woniga moso ba Kenya ba Kisii County. Both in the national is a problem from the national and the county governments. Oise koligereri SHA is not working. And if it's working within a very small portion. Rero na chile nyegitali na arualigu na te unga SHA nige goketa for 2,000 out of a period 20,000. Where am I getting the 18,000? And why should I have a medical insurance policy if this policy cannot even be able to get for 3/4 of my bill? That is one issue. And again, you can have this SHA, but do we have medication in the hospitals? It will force you again to go to your pocket or a mariogali or correct. So health is one of the most significant challenges at Takerekoba, given a lot of attention right now, because if you are not healthy, automatically you cannot be productive. That is the first challenge to want to solve. And the other challenges is normal challenges. Toya bantu baita machi yokonyu at a cross range. Toro seria bantu baito chipara baete toro chichiro chingiaba toru siri toke selire tolire chiro lionigu. That is what we call governance.
You know, Mheshimiwa, when you are complaining in a monekero kwa na iguru ye chipara cheto, this is the time go say ninga kitwarora our leaders abajumbe baito kura sarongoro gusiba go chama bagotebanga etutagete koleto Mheshimiwa William Ruto chakora magendro Kisii. So kirwete bachipara nchiro gurwete ka gose chipara nchiyo. What does that mean? But
abajumba, we sit down across all constituencies because inche William Ruto gesacha gusitinda ro para ya bo machoge uro gusichachi gekolemu tinda ro para ende yonsi gekolemu bogetutu except bogetutu kitu chache not tinda ro para ya bo njali ende yonsi gekolemu amoni sing chipara chikolemu bogetutu chache not na South Mugrango. I've not seen any other place where chipara chikolemu, and all of us don't stay in kitu chache not or South Mugrango.
So is that enobo kungubo mo governor? Is that shida yo mo governor?
Mo governor awene cross county roads. I expect all county roads chive motolebo before to Jacobo national government. What about their stake in the national government roads? So county roads these are local roads. You see, county roads are feeder roads. A feeder road ne umongina ko rusiri toke mogondo obeka para. You see, chipale chinjire classified. Ndubwate feeder roads chichiko badane county na ndubwate interconnection roads chiko connect chi sub county ne chi county. Those are the ones that a national government across. So if a national government fail on the national government roads, why can't the county government make the feeder roads chive motole bojiroji? So those are some of the challenges we have to address as leaders. You cannot call yourself a leader if you cannot address a challenge that is affecting your people at the grassroots.
Mheshimiwa Itegenjerunga county ya Kisii, by the way, usekurigirigisa 2010 new constitution yecha nere county ntangani ya impeacheti mo deputy governor. I don't know, according to you usekorengana naye wakwa isikuwa Dr. Monda nguchikoreta any changamoto wase challenge aso wake kura bose bochori bogocha.
I think if go ikolete challenge ikuralete challenge within a very small community with in Kisii, because you see Mheshimiwa Monda since everything BGD has never come back at every what is the way forward, and if he's coming he may influence a very small clique of people within his circumference. So I don't think whether it will bring a serious impact. But you see, there are some new things here coming out. One, after the impeachment, umumuru kwa rocho lenge the main protagonist impeachment na chitaga tebanga it was a framed thing. Ere niga bete niga ngainetu akae false information and go testify. Secondly, kwa rocho mbandega will come out like tebanga that impeachment was not worth it. It was framed up. So to me, I call it was just political witch hunt, because Mheshimiwa Monda now at the principle he was not able to go down to a level where you see, when you are born naturally a leader, even don't believe according to society, never koro mulengo lionde okoranga no. iga ekento konya support. I want to echo abarayibara ikipi nkwaro all of them despite abande bale UDA abande bale very close to the president eba come up all of them baka hold the press bakatanga we don't need a quarantine facility in our area. That is what we call leadership. Leadership should transcend beyond your personal interest to the community interest first. That is all about the leadership and governance. But you can nyoro murai abwate interest here first before those of the community oyita isa inikuru kuno eno murai.
All right. Mheshimiwa Jogwa toirengani juu ya omo MCA Oichuni. I think Mbande actually is coming from Ichuni ward.
Kabisa.
Yeah, so randena korora last time no mwarengi gatia bara bari mo gitasinye gitari chinga kichiri ari konyorobo bwene you are with the Mheshimiwa the former
Ezekiel Machogu.
mwaziri uyo kabiri bwe chiseme Ezekiel Machogu. Actually what happened?
Mbande ni garuetenka. You see Mbande diva politically and in it is political landscape na go diva with your today you can find yourself in that camp, tomorrow you find yourself in the other camp because of it that the grass what your people want or you as a person your principles. So Mbadi he was a very close ally to Mheshimiwa Simbarati, but of late Mbadiva Kerobadiva Mbande came out resenting and he has said a lot about what is happening in the county government system. To a level he came out and said Simba is not a governor but the wife is the governor. So that agitation and that aggressiveness of now criticizing where he has been for long may have brought a cold blood between the governor and him. I think that day I was in town. Ngwakirwe simino Mheshimiwa Machogunga omaete Mbande has been attacked alensa alichikalech minyokange semole tumuire nyagitari, and that's how I found myself there. Mbande achiete gale chiri alia geitagia stadium akaenda gokorere egali service gate ni naganyete gali gokorere service ibago bimanya guche ni pro box ibe bimo surround bichake komuita, and that is what happened. Bako muita bako mubolinga ayo kora mu gavana ubugete nga ayeto to gwakwa bako muaka abonye tali abamura bali begale chibat baisa stari bayimugete igoro bakacha na baro bakarosi eli pelio na against e customer yabo goitwa ange Mbande tali moya ngo bona matanga ayeto kubanga.
So okay, and
that tells you now there are some leaders in the county tigire cheat out of what is their mandate of delivering service delivery to an extent everything about. For me to continue being in power, I must be able to have my own militia and defend in anybody who is opposing me. You see, you can kill one person or two, but you cannot kill everybody or feeling you are not the right leader. Ande gia kabere inkitogo itarania manyinga ntue sentu oyo kwa ingo itano mwana mino ntutuensi nabagusi. We can differ in terms of ideology, but this difference in ideology should not culminate into shedding blood. Honestly, if you shed blood today, tomorrow, the other day, what will happen in the future? Will you get somebody okugambera oisegotaka goita bantu bonsi inchengo sabo Mheshimiwa abaishimwa bonsi tokuligina bwaba gisange abande ba siasa tigatuligi siasa noko bakogwoko mosi tigatusaba abananchi bali baitu chikura noko bakogwoko mosi akuna haja ngabono mbangere ngonyunka ngoko bale my competitor ngabono mubangere taja seito ngagosebono mubangere ngoko bagoso kwanire bobigoro yane. We should ensure that chikura echi chiri kwenda kuchimotua chiabeire chikura chiomolembe singencho after chikura etogotigara togo face challenges echi toendete go face ga together.
So Mheshimiwa watu iregange bibago na biasaga neto Mheshimiwa Mbande ibayembe manyikaine
abantu bamanyekaine ntuarobe ntu mbali getu marieta nsa because na anto bakobere town ya kiro muntu amanyite na ando hoteli aliema hotel nsa ali kurunga bigana abamura buno bakubuta okoranga nigo ba oyo machite kosoka kanyole Mbande karali okora konyengo murigi bale mbara muikera akanyole Mbande karali agate abande soka bakamnyoka bwango bakalikichikali bakeyamu bagacha komokoraki komuita. So it's people bale no over. We all know them and we presented all the names to the Omo county commander. We are expecting something to be done. You see, a good government is a government that gives security to its people. If there is no security, then you are agitating people to come and demand for security.
So Mheshimiwa onye inifagitise kuregele Mheshimiwa Mbande no morayo chorida na bantu.
Kabisa.
Is coming from Ichuni ward and morayo or erected. onye security andake torochinga teribia, what about the status ya security mwananchi kawaida?
That's why nagotebi usikulire nombo niga what's happening across our schools. It's because abanafunzi mbairi that freedom go express themselves. Some schools okonya teachers and the administrators in schools are very dictatorial. Mwanafunzi ulionya go pile that pressure in himself. There is a time that pressure will bulge out. The bulging out is what we are experiencing in our schools. The agitation Euroja wanafunzi wabwata across all over the country is a pressure that has piled over time. Let me tell you today, if abantu bakisi count bakwenda go pile pressure in their mind the way I'm seeing, omonto ori in leadership lakini ogutumia obobago ogutumia ibibago kugamba, there is a time ibage bitago konye, because pressure is piling in the people. When the people will come out to fish out these people, they should not be blamed. And we categorically told the county commander that our people mbaya endete ko rangi kendete ko korekana inu egasi inu mune serikali no ko make sure ngo mwananchi olendiru onye mwananchi ta kolendu at time ago cha goja isika go seek for security by himself moja ko muprem.
Sonda kama mheshimiwa abarayibna abayiganda ke for example isekonyerekana ngo MCM mbande na bete threatened mechanism ti echiraro kweneke korango mu at least murayona ngo ba receive inki muntu kirabere threatened na mono murado te for example kura county assembly inki abwendere tekokora.
One, you see, you just report a normal process. You go report with the police, record the statements with CID, evidence abantu bali barangiri kubabwatu bairu in the court bairesanga ngikogera bago threaten your life, because so isekoligeri article 33 of the constitution oligeri 33 onye some na 37 na 42 ne nanete freedom of speech and the free movement of people. Omuntu nabwatu busibuli bwo yabwo kwana ngikere in his mind. You cannot curtail somebody from speaking what is in his mind. And again, no isoko some article 44 yamanya koenana omuntu yo protection from the state for talking his mind. So the protection from the state here outlined in article 44 is what we expect to be given to the people. When I feel like something is wrong somewhere, I must address it as a Kenyan citizen. And addressing it is not a mistake. Whatever I'm addressing should guarantee me being given security for having an agitation over something. So we expecting a county commander, county commissioner ito, bwana Mashali na county commander, ngo take up this initiative, but make sure all those people who are targeting Mheshimiwa Mbande, they have been brought to book. If they cannot be brought to book, Mbande nko gwenale, abantu baichuni batake go demand justice. And if they demand justice and it becomes chaotic, we should not be blamed as mwananchi. Because already we have reported that matter.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Merongere na isana manchomo tegelete deka chami nchuru. Mheshimiwa actually ngana niregega turakwanira kidogo tu engana yes yogosera.
Nande ngana entwanye kwanete last time.
Yeah.
Usikulile most developed economies chia moving out of this spice yogosera. Because yogosera goko bring in bad leadership. Kwanyorangu muntu numura yumubera kini okoba bwate financial muscle ochiro koire chibesa over west for 5 years. Naro chimbaka abande ba introduce yogosera mbaka 5,000 shillings per person. Do you ask yourself ngumuntu yonga 5,000 etwalenga abantu 400 nga yaru chibesa echonga? Because umushahara bu mujumbe is known. Umushahara bu mujumbe is 600,000 government abi allowance over 900. Goko rus tax ira na 600. Can somebody earning 600,000 be able to give over 400 people 500,000 each?
So mheshimiwa was the mistake. Is it no mwananchi yogopoke besa gusamura yoko moleta?
A mistake yere esabanta abons. Omuntu yoko okugoroborai no manyithing automatically karagoroborai ta kwenda konkora kindigions. No mwananchi nae kwanchi ogoru na ndekera ko iri chibesa chiri kwenda kwa mwakerekura. Receive the money. But the decision of who you choose should purely lie in your inner intrinsic. Lero iganje tata boli oborai, onye tara ikera na gechungi kia na kioborai. I will not vote for him. I will remain principled. No eninje ni mrande igani maetawa na inji maenda kongechi. Undibwensi yoroche nga masengetinda isaneranda abumurai. You should not vote for me. Because I'm not the kind of a leader you need. That is what civic education our people need. Money wastes you. Why 5,000 umonto and 5 years? Oiba CDF ya oyons via 5 years. gwatigara abana babo bakuri guchinde birasi megali gwatigara tubwati paro kwira litokeria oni gwatigara utabwati besa tari circulate onyore besa ohekonyere. And those are the consequences. Whatever we are facing today is the consequences choko sero kutogo kwana. Those are the consequences.
All right. So omashime kirotoko orwa senseme ya singecho yebiro boni gantoroche siasa ya Daktari Fred Matiang'i, because the doctor is coming from Orogongorwa Gusii. I don't know entubuno mugusi ntora seri bo elimo konekia koranga daktari.
Tinka gere tinga ntora tuabere libo elimesenjo chinsali mache ne chinyinge ndobwa chinsali mache nkeigo chigendete gosalia esabali ya itoyo mugusi kogenda State House. Omanyete sababu ekogera tubwa chinsali mache na sengenjo ndundu anyagonche kerogeke. Let me tell you, presidency Gusii will change completely. Ekero tugotarakia ambu asengenjo banyo echi president ibere. Okubuga ngatuli Kenya. Because the kind of environment in Kiambu, the kind of loads done in Kiambu, the kind of massive investments in Kiambu is because they have been empowered by presidency. How I wish abana bali baminto bakeigo balichinsali mache balenge kwenda beligereri think on what we are achieving as a community when we have presidency. Babwate sio moske Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Presidency negente kenene kubwana ne biroge bitoroche gango bogavana ngobo senator, those are very small seats. Presidency comes with a lot of resources. Nko basaba bana bali baminto. You see, Fred no yomino. He is a normal human being. He might be having his own weaknesses. But there comes a time ekero mukoli mubwata community interest. Moko self all the weaknesses of a candidate muamuira as a strong candidate in the negotiating table. So abana bali baminto, I know there is still time, there is room, they can be able to change.
But meshuma de chekonkwala uri kiro montabere satagite.
That is true. But no ene bukunga tebolenga obuati abantu begesa kukia ungi bago kwana. There is a Bible nintanyale go quote exactly nere libakini abantu basomete bukumba maidenga egende gina kwanire nkera sigete sebuku. Ngumuntu muyano yokubuati anto begesa kukia ese bago chinangi bago kwana. You see, politics is all about interest. Wana lero ora pinga Matiang'i minota danyo presidency kegenda sigete inki kwa gain. Ngikwageni ntore Kenya ntoroche lero igamaruba tie sionsipi nigakurutu ese keroge kereboniga chiga sionsipi njiriko tangazo echikogenda gochimuinabu oisekoligeli National Police Service all heads of National Police Service muinabu bale nkyo mugusitu ageni apart from poor PRA yenke abantu baminto bakonya ukwana Gusii, we are only seeing foundation stones. Umu president yocha ngokobate to mubwate si next time nanda achikora na ndo mamuabo obeka foundation stones. Project kino na yamo ya Gusii akoliro. There is not even one of all these projects.
0785-102-02 sangana ntomo tegeli wetera SMS line 706102-102 kwa nano mheshimiwa Gaiga se studio nyakubateri vodio kikireo komentara kabisa wetera se amangana to abere to gusanga semambe ya boniga agontenga mage ekirandekia baba kurega tinsemo cha ya bene kondani kabisa fundi yesi ne Jared Boychel datenga magi kundani kabisa. Kuna swali hapa mheshimiwa Gatenga Magi, good morning Magi and mheshimiwa Mabudi Angunga era isa kwegwa anda keri bagiriga inkia kogenda gokore kenene ekyomo senator atarakora
ngende tanga nabatebi oversight ya itekero konyereti mheshimiwa Onyonka no ntomu yana no musani onensigete what he has achieved ko yechenga at the national level, but oversight at the county level it's tingonyereti no 30%. Asenge oversight at the county level neta keironye umheshimiwa Onyonka to 14 billion koru national government achibuati mpaka grassroots oyua ate bangare usensuneka ango bono suneka ali mheshimiwa Onyonka maitenge project ya yokwagache echiro ya suneka ya 250 million tigango lero mboke ngende mpaka echiro ya suneka ndrego 50 million ya tumekiro. That's what we call oversight. Oversight ya ito is completely down. That's why our resources completely chia iriru chire in the individual people's pockets na chichi tokunya goseruga onye oversight ya rengengia okoimuka lero gwatebanga lia mangata gota project ire magenche ya etu 6 million tigangende mbakororo na ba MCA ngasateini gose tigangende jibwe ngasateini 6 million ja tumekiroro. That is what we call oversight.
Alright. Pia mheshimiwa kuna swali hapa ega kuboninga ba MCA ba isego saga no ega what does it show gocha se account borende kibora se aba MCA bare account assembly
injengo tebanga ba MCA batiga baendere gusagano asinga injuna ubagerire ba gusagano aba MCA in the constitution in the county government act mbabugate right yoko imbichi omonto for gross misconduct whatever mugavana wa akolire amounts to gross misconduct. I have not seen an MCA coming out with an impeachment motion. So instead baoneri wo wa to an extent mpaka November rumba me chinyomba chiabo.
Avuna.
They should do that. They should take an impeachment and take somebody home. We have seen other counties doing the same.
Mhm. Yankobori na dende omorai mbuyamo na kama ngana akwane. Yankobori matiangira nyari kana bamo ile kero gya kabere. Para bumba bone biongozi mbaira ne sector batotevinga na ndi twanyori kero gya kabere ile na gucioro. Ari swali na ari kobo.
Asante Gero Peter, shukrani sana. Kagereta mheshimiwa, hiyo swali ni kwako.
Omanyete magi obo presidency omo deputy president somo president ebaranda presidency igia kabiro maete abagusi chikure chito honesty ka tokobeka mesa ne chinga community chinde chitale rugo support kabisa tobe presidency ndokonyara eise konyolekananga bachire mesa bagiringa omusike Fred Matiang'i and for deputy president inchemuna masengetingo opose njai support that because the outcome of mesa to isikuru mesa eri ya United Opposition to bakaine omusike William Ruto na ndako ira na the same crisis to bugate we repeat the same crisis in the next 5 years. So I'm not going to look at which seat mheshimiwa Matiang'i yako, but what is my ultimate goal mnomurai is to ensure nga omusike William Ruto ochirenga.
Hello. Wakira abono muraria magia mono mheshimiwa oyo.
Wakire.
Bia mono asa mangana mayamu akwanira abo. Nare koboria ase mangana ya Gachagua. Eratoka Gachagua ekina kerikia ye kiabeire kiakaniru ntotu are faida muna intugo kiase okoborie kerogo keria kenense ya Matiang'i. Eratoka gianchaniru oyo ndamo oyo Gachagua na atwareri bagari okoborie kerogo keria kenene na Matiang'i okobori chikure chioro chenjibageti ngakitora anyare bono ngakitora kore ekine tento nare kobori. Number 2 ebiragita ebibiarete twenga nkorosibire chipara muna njego ngobense mo yabonchari nanya korakera gitande ngaibone biragita ebyachiete ekine kinata kambori esemo yekisemi ingige kogera ekiagera riri kodi atebe tu nyasaye na atebe teiga onye kibwanje to mwana ine merengani gokwana te bada kumuronge ine keranya ekero mwakane te biranya se serikali mbaka abaibori igo mwakonye abana ekiagere keranya nkoronge ikero mwana mwanje biranya birane egere muronge ikenya yaito kege kiagere kagori nkeyo mbia mono.
Shukrani obo Vuna Radio.
Vuna Radio leo magena kibon.
Mbia tore kabisa.
Nago kire ko babata korutwa ga tagete araf nando magani na riri arenge nona motagerata. Na iwete kiri batire kire ko rotel ya sakau katika tiga iga iyo ntari ugichonjo. Wano njengo motebi go maana manegita mario auto negita ali vinto vio vio sipiro ranne mbiri viapo maana. Nande kento kende ya kagere no tole mwega ya nande bono nje magia gotigere namba yago mochango tika nichana nje buaka ngocha gocha bwe studio ngoto mwakire.
Shukrani sana Vuna.
Aro magi wakire.
Wakire.
Sino mocho ko bweli be bya baba. Na bategera iri no magani uri ko rubuna gasatabu. Na mogo chikokora iga. Njege ntonare gocha kataba magi. Andake Ministry of Education era ya feri go korega sio sina boibori ba feri go korega sina kieko gara bana mete rikare cases village chogo strike school nchare ngo buna bona ira anda kangira ne linki kyagari kyabeireke.
All right, thank you. Mshumi birubitu byachire sana nganchire tubuli tochakire kurasiri buli elinga ese kunyerekana lereke gambiro ya tebirenga ogwako kwa iskorega Gachagua ni ogwako twaseri chiko entu muno mugusi na munakire tutanga ntimano Fred Matiang'i ntonyoro faida
egende gatangani ekina keligise gotugutu meaning inga ligatika shawa lusi ekina chances cheitu chiokoegwa obo flag pera chikoba igoro esengencho bono okonyanga Karonso na Matiang'i boka bakurwanira who na ande in case Karonso na Matiang'i boka batigaritari oyo mona bakabe president oyo ndabe deputy president and in any way vice kote ya Matiang'i abe deputy because Karonso deputy nja I don't see any problem with that but ekero umuntu umoske gasha wako agotigunere abe around koboli competition nige ko increase ande bona agochiko chemesate benga ninje mbwa chikura chinyingi ko babwa bona ni mugone kombwates so it will not be an advantage to us muno ntumugusi.
Alright. Amushima singe tuyibira tonde bango nteto bwateraniri boli riribira gita mbya titarakini bararabi gukora mire mandonse agate banga bwe echisemi gabudenga kwa kweli who has failed is it wizara yechisemi wasani tumuna baibuli nabego yate banga ebiranya birandi wesukuru mangana nakiani
ndege tangani ebiragite bintu abikwanira natebye bantunga abantu bamintese mure tigal ko arao muraya bangaine ebiragite one no kugurukwa was not a bad idea was a bad idea because mbia lenge priority because ebiragite ambiro ngwa yagorete ikomi nechitiba ikomi chisalegete chirali chitanya korosigu I'm waiting to see as a simbarati aucha kuruchiva chikoli pe ebiragite. Secondly, ekiragiteke muna bono mbia chamagenje muna nakwana ebia akora chikiro mutaisa to chioka bikabeko moro mje para chikiro mutaisa te para ende gatikara kuchiabu bikagenda. So whatever that is being done ebiragite is just public PR wenta isi abantu ko wenta isi abantu tu is not just practical work agende te gokoru. Lastly no ene ebiragite binyene almost kesi mbarati kaya soto bogambi niga buteta abana baito bainga ba driver bibiragitanga mbabu gatikasi bakora ebiragite bia ba are achita kaligia bagera na bako biendi etokumetinga bali baito mbalengo nyako ndi biragita aba bagera balikiru na bako ndi biragita. Thirdly liswali ndi nande kwa mboli
the education
rie amangana education na litwa chakera gukwana etwate banga we need a stakeholder engagement amangana education ndoko nyago plemu abaiboli go stop plemu administrators be school twensi ndo bwata magoso we need to see ngaitwa chagete go gosera elinde tolekebishe.
All right. Mheshimiwa shukrani sana actually birueto byakire timaitingana ya yo mweri niliucha
muna botambe ngote abantu baminto ba Kisii nje nimbwate aji okubagambira muno mo senator na ande talibuka banankuri intaetembo mo senator elinde ngoro kino ena aba bagucha gocha maiga yane na kyo oversight yokoru elinde bese iteria nke gocha enyare ko bagikorendu etokonye ekonye generation chigocha.
All right.
Asante.
Shukrani sana namba yangu kagerete Gilbert ngo yenyorare ko asende egonga Gilbert to twaro bobo mheshimiwa yuko standby macho mwotikale. Shukrani sana sugo sangana chikuchakira chinsa 11 mambi weko twatabo somoro bere bwe mambingi ndoke the first leader siga gatereke tamba go somoro bere bomo ke bye bye.
Vuna FM 102.0 radio to Minero.
Omubusio minto kwamanyirenga enyagitari ya HK International Medical Center noere asumu cyubusonko nainde numa yetenga nige korenga umubiri umugima nakorwo bugwenia bw'amaruire buna arthritis asthma TRG stomach ulcers pressure infertility yekinchira cyonsi low libido in men amaruire y'abana amaiso gwikamaino nayanda mange bono kwamanyire eye HK International Medical Center Busongo
igonge kero wa ikirega igo muchu Busongo gotwakire nambe yure 07 17 nande 17 63 83
HK International Medical Center. Your health is your wealth. Ayana mangana maya asenjera yowe.
Mega chinsenye chabono mambia mangana mayesencherere yobwenge kurwa sigeta senikia wanjita nambe mukere dovuna nchego ngoro kwa Geoffrey Ngongo kati yebarai hibe kanisa ya Adventista kurwa sensemo yegeta seni ya Kenya nyage gotoke miabo machoge chache anse county Kisii baganira Bible ko begeria abana babo chimba chire chingiya na namono kubakina simburu cyobo nyasaye eli kwenda ukina kemoika ukwana sensemo yibencho sengera bosote asebunge abo machoge chache se county Kisii egati ya barayabwe niko bamochirie ebikole bya rekane komenta kana sama tukabwango igasoro ngoro usine Kenya yonsi byoko yegwe sukuru chinga kebaganire wizara y'ekise mimensi ya Kenya kwemo kigatambo kerukia bwango eri kuligiri chibuli gokoro muchando uyu konyi bomuraibu ikemaga Jubilee Dr. Fredo Kingomatenga machiro muraibu ensi ya Kenya Moscow William Ruto amono boraibu ya sogota ikarane kalikigana iri ase morobili moyebo masomo OCBE asekeli atabiruna nigo ewizara eyo eganire muri botambe oyo bwento kolemeremo yabo ikiranu iyo kuligere buno morobili yo kolemeremo boikiranu gokwana ase ensema makutano ime ya Meru chinga ki chomo sangerekano ge siasa bwigoro matiangi nigo atabire buno botumekyo weweche besa se wizara y'ekise mini gati bintu bigendete kole mari mu koleri bumurobili moyebo masomo CBE no nyenabo nigo matiangi atabire buna obutabwa tukobene weche besa cha capitation ocha chezokuru negati bintu bigendete kosegeta okoyego chezokuru no goturubana kwemerobili ya masomo chezokuru au muraibu kyama yadise diga shagwa niga tabiribana niga leta yale ko asoko na cha konde gwensi kora kolekana litukulia lero chinga kyabana chibina batatu barache gotegerera nakona cha ekina kemubwatrantie igoro yokuruso kwa yabisi ukwana bwigoro chinga gichia ogokolerwa amasababene haseganiza ya PCEA Rutero ya Nairobi ni gogashagwa tabire buna leta yale hasoko na cyo kuchinga kagende ko basaba ababwatani baye ko babatorero igoro yoko na cyo kuraje kurugwa litukulia lero na senchirere yobwenge chinse isano nainde ngoranandega komanyeje munayanda manga senchirere yobwenge nchego ngoro kwa Geoffrey Ngongo na kuganira bategeri borobia
oyo noro mwelio wamangana maya asenchira yobwenge
Vuna FM Vuna Vuna FM Vuna Vuna FM ase bibinde bia Vuna FM asamatera mayai 102.0 asambaranga mayai to sese niwe kerengaki abararia baya nobo semyo bujana mangana maya 102.0 FM Toguna ekeminero
lakini mechandokie bono kunya gwetera nyomba ke yani birogo bikombu no mogongo
kunya kumana nyomba nande nayo muchando kadenga ngo tento bwati birogo
onekero konte minjo muchando kase basubate no bakorosie nyomba ibirogo bono na gurete bono nkikira kini boneke
inga kikibaka boni gatato go ikaransire birogo binga bunebi gatuma itinge birogo byachire byekerera
ebono eduka ya yako fashions keroka ni gobono yako rentere birogo bya plastic chairs kwa bei nafuu yani bire bya big boss boigonko nya tore chiduve amarangeti chi bed sheets emeito yonsi ya kerenge nchobuneri ya orthopedic chikoshon ebikoroto chishati emechibi chikobya chibagi chionsi gati yabo cheskuru laptop bags trolley bags fiber bags takis chunk pin na boigo pioneer bags chionsi oranyora serigoliria moko eri uruseirie discount asense moye chianga nkonya tore trousers cha soft na hard khakis suits chishati chi t-shirt dresses ebikoroto by'abasubati n'abasacha byekerero ebyoranyora serigoliria moko imeya yako fashions boigo ntubwata bakorera bakoenekia kwenyorere byonsi uganetie asubororo tarera yako fashions assisted ya keroka enchire gosoka goche bosongo urusage ronde ni gorugotoka bukeroka getaseni kya banyanyimbo moino akesimia se namba 0725372326 gose 0728903422 yako fashions keroka obokoreri obuya asebonsi
Radio Vuna
Minto mwenye wetinge. Di tukulirianchi